delicious local ingredients, an epic meal by the river, today was an incredible day. I'm Miranda Keys, and I'm hitting the road once again for Food and Drink magazine. My assignment is to pick a region within our big, beautiful province and check out its local culinary scene. Today, I'm headed to an area in Eastern Ontario that may not be getting the attention it deserves. And joining me for the journey is Shahir Masood, a chef and at the moment, cookbook author. So, can you tell me about your cookbook?
Yeah, so it's like a modern Middle Eastern take. I'm taking a lot of the Egyptian dishes that I grew up with and kind of revamping them.
Yeah.
You know, there's Canadian elements, there's those Egyptian elements, there's all sorts of different things that have inspired my probably past decade of cooking. I'm doing this cookbook, and you know, Miranda, this is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
I'm not wired to work that hard, quite frankly.
So you need a break.
I need a break here in Lanark County,
Well,
so thank you for the invite.
Of course. Right now, we're heading east into Lanark County, not far from Ottawa and a short drive to the border of Quebec. Our plan is to make 5 stops, gather some local food and drink ingredients, and then put them all together to make one delicious dinner. Our first stop is in the town of Perth. This place is really beautiful. All these amazing old stone and brick homes.
Yeah.
Beautiful fall leaves.
It's like the perfect fall day.
We're gonna go to this farmer's market. All of the amazing produce is gonna be in. Grab some drink ingredients.
Perfect.
Make some cocktails.
Cool.
I can't wait. And then we're gonna make a ridiculously delicious dinner at the end of the day.
I think it's gonna be fun. Wouldn't you say one of the funnest things about going to a farmer's market is not knowing what you're gonna find, what you're gonna see, and then figuring out what you're gonna make after that?
It's inspiring. Giant chair. I see a photo op.
We made it. We've got our bags.
It's always good to have these at a farmer's market.
I think so. Now the hard part is, where do we start? Look at these little apples.
So nice. We should
Try one?
Yeah.
These apples look incredible.
Incredible.
They're really interesting apples. They're heritage apples from the 1600s. The brown ones are Roxbury Russet, and the one in the back is Snow. That's a Quebec apple, also from the 1600s.
It's delicious.
So a heritage apple from the 1600s, meaning it's unchanged from that time.
That's right, yes, unmodified, yeah.
This is all you need for breakfast.
Sure.
Oh, look at these beautiful tomatoes.
Called Roman Candle.
I want to get some Roman candles.
Are these yellow cucumber?
They are. They're an heirloom cucumber. It's called Silver Slicer.
So what should I look for with the silver slicer?
Generally, like the whiter color means that they're ripe.
You like radish? Tastes like radish. That's
It does.
sunflower.
Oh, it's got some spice at the end.
Yeah. If it's too spicy, this will take away a bit of that heat.
Oh, it's very nutty. Okay, donuts
Donuts.
and raspberries. Let's try.
They're very sweet. We need these.
Yeah.
There might not be enough left over. So where are we off to next?
Okay, we're going to Top Shelf Distillers.
Oh,
This place makes all kinds of amazing vodka and whiskey, I think, but they're
Cool.
also really known for moonshine.
moonshine.
Yeah.
First thing you're gonna try is the maple moonshine. So it's our distilled corn spirit base with local maple syrup from Paul's Sugar Bush.
So Canadian.
Yeah, very Canadian. Isn't it good?
I don't know why I wasn't expecting it to be this mapley.
It's almost like sap straight from the tree.
It tastes like sap moonshine.
Yeah, but it's got a kick to it, right?
Oh
So
my
that
God.
corn base.
That sounds magic.
That's really
And it's
tasty.
super versatile. You can mix it into coffee or tea.
Nice.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of things, but most people just drink it on the rocks. All right, and next, this one's gonna be the 100 proof. It's gonna be 50% alcohol. It's more like a white lightning. It's really gonna have a kick to it. It's got a very strong smell, but it's a very earthy taste, and it's still quite smooth. It's very warming though.
White lightning for sure. Wow.
It's nice to see people's reaction to that.
Wow. Oof.
Yeah?
My mouth is flammable right now. Thank you, Grace. That was amazing.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Delicious.
So your business is 4 years old. I mean, and you have a really big space here. You've obviously grown really fast. How have you found that?
A little crazy. We've doubled every year since we've launched, and like last week we sold 8,000 bottles.
Wow. Moonshine, like, you know, I imagine a bathtub and a jug. Like, what is moonshine defined as?
Different definitions, but you know, there's a Tennessee definition. Up here might be what I would call white whiskey.
Oh.
It's the precursor to what goes into a barrel.
Right.
So it's unaged whiskey.
But it still tastes great.
Oh yeah, so we see it as a bit of a movement. There's something going on in the moonshine space in Ontario. It's
Right.
it's a nascent movement, I say.
From Perth, we're headed to the next town on our tour of Lanark County, Almonte, Ontario.
Where are we off to next?
We're going to Dairy Distillery, and this place is really cool because they are using milk and turning it into vodka.
Wow.
Does that not blow your mind?
Cow vodka. That's We made it. Dairy Distillery.
Here we are.
Looks cool.
Yeah, it does. Thank you. We are so excited to be here. We heard you're making vodka from milk. That's unbelievable. How did you start doing that?
So my cousin and now my partner, his uncle's a dairy farmer, and I was looking for an idea to get into distilling. Then we were introduced to a byproduct called milk permeate, which is after they've taken the fats and the proteins out of the milk, they're left with all the lactose, which is the sugar in the milk, which is what you need to make alcohol. So we said, well, why don't we turn that into delicious vodka?
Amazing.
Smart.
Yeah.
It is a vodka, so it is 40% alcohol. It's a clear spirit. We can now actually call it a vodka because until 2 months ago, the federal definition of vodka restricted it to being made from potatoes or grains.
Oh.
So we petitioned the federal government to update that 65-year-old definition of vodka, and 2 months ago they changed it.
So it's officially vodka.
It's officially vodka, but we are still calling it vodka.
vodka.
I love it.
That's right. Would you like a taste?
Please.
Well, it smells like vodka.
Yeah. I mean, it smells sweet.
Adds some sweetness to it for sure.
It's really smooth.
We had no idea what this was going to taste like at the
Yeah,
beginning of the
of course.
project. It was just, we had a feeling that that permeate, being such a beautiful sugar, would turn into something delicious, but very lucky that it did.
So in an era of zero waste where that becomes so important to people, you've kind of pioneered that in the vodka world, right?
That's right. The fact that we're taking something to turn it into something delicious really gotten people excited. And also from an energy perspective, we don't have the complicated mashing process that if you have to deal with potato or grains.
Oh, right.
So our energy usage is half of what another alcohol, making it from those ingredients. And also like our bottle, which is, everyone likes the fact that we have a milk
A
bottle.
nice
Yes,
touch.
cool.
Yeah.
It's also weighs half of a typical 750 milliliter glass bottle. So yet again, another environmental advantage.
Good for you.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So the giant stainless steel milk truck arrives. We fill in our fermenters. So we have 3 10,000 liter fermenters. So we can ferment 30,000 liters of permeate at a time. All the alcohol we make is made right here. So we put in our very special yeast that the University of Ottawa developed for us. They get going, consume all the lactose, and convert it to alcohol. So we then get a beer of about 6% of alcohol by volume.
Wow.
And then that's where this beautiful equipment comes in, the distillation. And that's what I fell in love with.
Over there.
That's right, the copper. That is our stripping still that allows us to go as quickly as possible, take the alcohol out of the fermented permeate, brings us up to 60%. Then we use the finishing still that allows us to get up to 96% pure alcohol using the column, and that's what you need to make vodka.
Our next stop is Hummingbird Chocolate. They make award-winning small batch chocolate from bean to bar right here in Lanark County.
This isn't necessarily the chocolate that a lot of us would think of. You're an artisanal chocolate maker, right?
That's right. So the difference between what we do is we get the beans from many different countries and we turn those into chocolate by roasting them, grinding them, conching them for 3 days, letting it age for a month, and then turning it into chocolate bars.
What inspires you, like your flavors and stuff?
We like to just highlight the natural flavor that's in those beans. So some of them are very fruity, some of them have natural caramel notes, some of them are very nutty. So we like to just highlight those flavors. And then we do interesting flavor combinations. One of my favorite is the PB and Joy, where we roast peanuts and we grind it in with the cacao, and it becomes this kind of subtle, very adult peanut butter deliciousness, because I'm like a huge peanut butter fan. We try to take local ingredients like local raspberries. And we also make a maple bar because Lanark County is the maple capital of Ontario. We get maple sugar from just 10 kilometers up the road at Fulton's Sugar Bush.
I want to try some.
I think we should taste some, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
So this is where we sort our cacao beans. And first I'd like to show you this cacao pod. So this is the fruit of the cacao tree. Farmers cut it off, and inside are the cacao beans, which is what we use to make chocolate. And they're beautiful colors. They're orange and red and yellow. This one's been dried, so that's why it's brown. And you can hear, if you want to shake it, it's fun. Exactly. Those are the dried beans inside. And then they are put in bags and sent to us to make chocolate out of them. This is our roaster. It's a chicken rotisserie oven that we got brand new, so we don't have chicken flavored chocolate here. And we had a friend build the drum for us, and it just gently rotates the cacao bean. For every new bean we get, we have to do a lot of different test roasts to figure out what is the optimum flavor for it.
And that's for flavor and for
and as a kill step for any bacteria that might be on the cacao bean. So it's a very important step in the process. You're welcome to try some.
Thank you.
Woohoo! Yes, finally. Oh, that's delicious.
Thank you so much. This has been amazing. We're actually making a dinner tonight. We'd love it if you could come. I feel like we could really incorporate the chocolate into dinner somehow.
I would love to. Thank you.
Great. Let's do it.
Yeah. It's time for our final stop, a place where Shahir and I can create a meal from all of the incredible local food and drink ingredients we've collected today.
The Almonte Lobby Bar is a small restaurant inside of a beautiful heritage inn. Tonight's dinner will be served on our small patio located right on the water.
Shahir and I are going to make a delicious meal to share with some of the people we met today.
The company is great. I'm just looking forward to cooking, laughing, drinking, and chatting more about what Almonte has to offer. For my first dish, I'm gonna make this amazing cucumber salad with these silver slicers, were they? And the lemon cucumbers, and these beautiful heirloom tomatoes, the dill, and I think I'm gonna top it with a little bit of this cheese. And it doesn't need much. A little drizzle of olive oil, some lemon juice, a pinch of salt. I think the cucumbers and tomatoes will really speak for themselves on this one. I'm also going to take these broccolini and put them on the open fire, cook them with these little onions, some more tomatoes, to go over this bread that we're also charring on the fire.
Tonight I'm gonna make a bunch of different kinds of crostinis, which are so easy to kind of mix and match. I'm gonna use some of the cheese we have, combine it with some of the produce we got at the farmers market. Those beautiful microgreens. It's just as easy as that. That's all you really have to do. For a cocktail tonight, I'm making a little bit of a fall-inspired drink. It's got some apple cider in it, as well as a little bit of whiskey from Top Shelf Distillers. And that's gonna be combined with the maple moonshine. I'm gonna finish it off with a little bit of fresh rosemary and some apple slices that we got from the farmer's market. For dessert, Erica and Eliza came from Hummingbird Chocolate to make a chocolate fondue.
For tonight's dinner, I'll be making a specialty coffee featuring Dairy Distillery vodka, Almonte Equator coffee, a little bit of a sugar rim on the glass with house-made whipped cream and raspberries.
This chocolate fondue is from Hummingbird Chocolate. It's absolutely amazing. Combining it with seasonal apples and beautiful donuts that we found at the farmer's market, that's all you need. It tastes so, so delicious.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Oh man.
Hey, it's pretty good on apple. I didn't know how to taste on apple.
I don't think anything would taste bad with this chocolate.
No.
Good point.
Cheers. It was so great to meet Shahir today and to go on this road trip with him. He is a fantastic chef, and I think he was just as inspired as I was.
What a cool treat to explore Lanark County with Miranda today. We explored Perth at Almonte, we went to the farmer's market. I had moonshine for the first time and milk vodka, which was incredible. The chocolate tasted great, and then we capped everything off with a waterside dinner where the views were matched only by the company.
There's just so much happening here in Lanark County, and it was so amazing to discover it all with Shahir.
Next week, it's the last episode of 5 Stop Season 1. Join me, Devin Rajkumar, and my fellow host, Miranda Keys, as we explore Essex County.